golden fields whisper low,
stories only we would know.
There's a field where we used to run, chasing shadows in the setting sun. Every breeze still feels the same, like it's calling out your name.
I was young, didn't understand how fast time slips through your hands, but every road I wandered through led me right back here to you.
I still walk that old dirt line, tracing back what once was mine. Every step brings back your voice, like a long forgotten choice.
I held on through every year,
through the silence, through the fear. But love don't just disappear, it just waits till you are near. I saw your face in every dawn,
felt your love when you were gone,
like it never moved on. In the fields of
golden memory, where hearts still run free, we were more than just a dream. We were all we used to be. Through the years, through the change, still your love remains in me. In the fields of golden memory, that's where we'll always be.
I carved our dreams in open air, never thought they'd disappear. But time has a way of bending truth, still it couldn't break me from you.
I gathered pieces left behind,
held them close, kept them alive. Every tear just watered love, till it bloomed again enough. Every night turned into day,
every loss just showed the way.
Love was never far away.
In the fields of golden memory, where hearts still run free, we were more than just a dream. We were all we used to be.
If forever starts right now,
we'll make it through somehow.
Every road that we went through led me back to loving you. Nothing lost, nothing gone, love was here all along.
In the fields of golden memory, we'll never fade away. Through the night, through the years, love is here to stay.
Golden fields, still the same,
still whispering your name.
There's a key still on the table, right where you left it that night. There's a key still on the table, by a ring of coffee stains. I kept thinking you'd come back, saying nothing's really changed. You were standing in that doorway with forever in your eyes, but I turned away too quickly from the truth I couldn't hide. You said love ain't always easy, but it's worth the fight we make. I was scared of all that meant, and every chance I had to take. So I let the silence answer where my heart should have been strong. Now that quiet's all I hear ever since you've been gone. key you never took still unlocks my memory. Every room, every shadow holds what used to be. If I had the nerve back then, I'd have begged you not to leave. Now that door just stays half open with no one but me. There's your jacket on the chair, like you're reaching for it still. I can almost hear you laughing when this house gets too quiet and still. I replay that night like a record, every word, every breath. How close we were to forever before I chose regret. I was waiting for a perfect time that never came around. Didn't know love don't wait, it just leaves without a sound. Now the years keep drifting by like leaves in autumn air, and I'm still right here, wishing you were there. Oh, the key you never took still unlocks my memory. Every tear, every whisper brings you back to me. If I could open up that night and be who I should be, you'd be standing here beside me instead of just a dream. If I could walk that hallway back, I'd run into your arms, tell you I was wrong to doubt all your steady love and charm. But time don't turn for anyone, it just fades into the blue. And every door I open now leads me back to you. Oh, the key you never took still rests here in my hand, like a promise left unspoken. I don't understand if forever passes by before I set it free. I'll be holding on to you in what used to be. There's a key still on the table, and it still belongs to me.
Yeah, these gravel roads don't forget. Every mile I try to outrun. There's a stretch of road past Miller's farm, where you used to ride in my old truck arm in arm, windows down, hair in the wind. Back when forever felt like it would never end. We'd carve our names in the weathered sign, swore your world would always be mine. Didn't know how fast things change, like summer turning into rain. I took a turn you never knew, chasing dreams I couldn't hold on to. Left you standing in a cloud of dust with nothing but your faith in us. Now the road just winds along, every mile feels like a stone, and the past don't let me go, no matter where I roll. 'Cause these gravel roads remember every word I never said, every promise I let slip, every tear you shed. Now I'm driving through the echoes of the man I used to be, and these gravel roads remember more than you or me. There's a fence where we used to lean, talking about places we'd never seen. Now it creaks in the evening breeze like it's calling out to me. Still hear your soft goodbye. Didn't know it meant this time. Thought you'd always wait around, but love don't stay tied down. I was blind to what I had till it slipped through these two hands. Now the silence hits me hard like a train out in the dark. Every town I pass right through feels a little less like you, and every mile just makes it clear you ain't coming back, my dear. Yeah, these gravel roads remember every night I let you cry, every time I drove away without a reason why. Now I'm lost inside the distance of a love I couldn't keep. These gravel roads remember what still haunts my sleep. If I could turn this wheel around back to that little edge of town, I'd hold you like I should have then, never let you slip again. But time don't roll in reverse, it just deepens every hurt. All I've got to carry on is where I went wrong. Yeah, these gravel roads remember, even if you've let me go. Every mile still calls your name in a voice I know. And though I keep on driving, trying to outrun the pain, these gravel roads remember, and they whisper you again. Yeah, they whisper you again. Rearview mirror don't lie, even when I try. There's a shadow in my rearview glass, looks a lot like my past. Every mile I put behind still don't leave you out my mind. You were standing in that drive, watching me just roll on by. Didn't know that look you gave was the one I couldn't save. I told myself I'd be alright, just another sleepless night. But your memory rides along in every line of every song. I tried to drown it in the miles, hide it in these lonely trials. But love don't fade that easily, it just waits patiently. Now it's your shadow in my rear view, following me through every road I try to take, every move I make. I can't outrun what I let go. No matter where I go, you're always right there in the blue. Your shadow in my rear view. There's a turn I should have made back before it slipped away, but I kept my foot on down, left your world on the edge of town. Now that moment plays on loop, like a truth I can't undo. And the farther that I drive, the more it comes alive. I was chasing something else, didn't know I lost myself in the dust of who I was, far from anything called love. Now I see it plain and clear in that mirror every year. Man who couldn't stay, watching you fade away. Yeah, it's your shadow in my rear view, turn around and make it right, would you still be waiting there, or just gone like empty air? Guess I'll never really know, 'cause I chose that road to go. And the only thing that's true is this ghost I'm driving through. It's still your shadow in my rear view, and it won't fade from view. Every mile just makes it clear I still need you here. Even if the road runs dry and these wheels finally die, you'll be the last thing I see through. That shadow in my rear view. Yeah, some things you can't outdrive. Same sky, different roads,
but it always leads me home.
I've been watching that horizon line since the day you said goodbye.
Every cloud just drifted slow, like it didn't wanna go. I was drifting like the wind, didn't know where I'd end, till your memory pulled me through every shade of blue.
I was standing in the open field, hoping time would finally heal every echo of your name, every flicker of that flame.
But the stars kept shining bright, like they knew you'd find your way. Every wish I ever made led me to this day.
I saw your face in every dream,
Felt your touching in between.
love ain't ever what it seems. Under that same old sky, no matter where we roam, every road we took alone was just a path back home. Through the dark, through the miles, through every tear we cried, love was always waiting there. Under that same old sky. I remember your gentle laugh, like a song from the past. Every note still lingers on, even when the night is long.
I was foolish, I was blind, left the best thing in my life. Now I'm standing here again, trying to make it right.
I kept your letters by my bed,
Every word still softly said,
like a promise never broke, like a truth we never spoke.
I was scared to let you in, but my heart would not pretend. Somewhere deep I always knew it would lead me back to you.
Every tear just washed away,
Every night turned into day.
love was never far away. Under that same old sky, no matter where we roam, every road we took alone was just a path back home. Through the dark, through the miles, through every tear we cried, love was always waiting there. Under that same old sky. If I could hold back time I would,
But maybe this is for our good.
every step, every fall,
Brought us closer after all. Now we're right where we belong.
under that same old sky, forever side by side. No more roads to walk alone, no more tears to hide. Hand in hand the heart, let the whole world pass us by.
We'll be right here staying strong under that same old sky. Same sky,
same love,
and it's more than enough. There's a box beneath my bed, full of words we never said. There's a dress I never wore, hanging still behind that door. Lace as white as yesterday, but you never saw me that way. I remember how you'd smile, stay a little, talk a while, but forever slipped away like the dawn at break of day. Mama said don't wait too long, love like his don't come along. But I held my heart so tight, I let you fade into the night. Now that porch don't feel the same, wind just whispers out your name. Every step I take alone feels like walking through our home. Oh, I kept the love we made, folded soft but never saved, like a letter I won't send to a heart I couldn't mend. If I could turn back time somehow, I'd be standing with you now in that dress I never wore, waiting by your door. There's your picture in a frame, faded edges still the same, eyes that saw right through my soul. Back when I was half as whole, I still hear that old train roll through the night, it takes its toll. Every whistle, every cry sounds like one more goodbye. I was young and scared to fall, didn't know love meant it all. Thought I had more time to choose, never dreamed that I could lose. Now the years have come and gone, still I'm standing here alone, with a heart that's learned too late. Love don't wait, it don't wait. Oh, I kept the love we made, folded soft but never saved, like a dream that slipped away at the break of day. If I had one chance again, I'd let your love come in that dress I never wore. I'd be yours for sure. If there's a place where lost love goes, past the hurt and what we know, I hope you're out there somewhere still, waiting on this heart of mine to heal. And if I ever see your face in some quiet distant place, I'll be wearing white that day. No more words left to say. Oh, I held on way too tight, lost the love that felt so right. Now the past won't let me be, it just lingers here with me. If forever comes around, I won't let it slip away in that dress I never wore. I'll be yours someday. There's a dress beneath the dust, and a heart that learned to trust. Sunday morning comes too quiet without you by my side. Sunday morning through the blinds, golden light, but I still find an empty space where you would be, right here waking next to me. Coffee brewing same old way, but it don't taste the same these days. Every sip just brings me back to the love we used to have. Church bells ring across the town, echo soft but weigh me down. We used to sit in that last row, hands held tight, hearts hanging low. You'd whisper jokes I couldn't hide, we'd laugh till tears filled up our eyes. Now I sit there all alone, praying you'll come home. Oh, these Sunday mornings slow, since the day you let me go. Every hymn, every prayer feels like you're not there. If I could turn back just one day, I'd never let you walk away. Now the silence lingers on, every Sunday morning gone. There's your Bible by the bed, with the words we never read. I still trace the lines you loved, looking for a sign above. But faith feels harder on my own when the heart's been left alone. Still I whisper out your name, hoping it's the same. I was certain you would stay, no matter what I'd say. Didn't know love needs more than just leaving open doors. Now the weeks keep rolling through, everyone without you, and I'd give up all I've known just to not be alone. Oh, these Sunday mornings slow, since the day you let me go. Every song, every line takes me back in time. If I had one chance again, I'd hold your heart within. Now the quiet carries on, every Sunday morning gone. If heaven hears the things we pray, maybe it'll send you back someday. Not for long, just long enough to tell you I was wrong, my love. And if that day don't ever come, I'll still be waiting here alone, with a heart that won't move on, even when you're gone. Oh, these Sunday mornings slow, but my love won't let you go. Through the years, through the pain, I still feel the same. If forever's all I get is a life filled with regret, I'll be whispering your name every Sunday just the same. Sunday morning comes and goes, but I still miss you most.
I saw you walking through the field where the summer sky was gently sealed, golden sunlight in the air, wildflowers tangled in your hair. You turned around and softly smiled, like the earth itself went quiet a while, and every breeze that wandered through carried me a little closer to you.
You stood there leaning on that gate, like a story written by fate. Dusty boots and a shy hello, and a heart too warm to let me go. The meadow swayed in shades of green, like a living country dream. And somewhere in that moment fair, love was blooming everywhere.
Wildflowers in your hair tonight, dancing in the amber light. Every petal softly sways, like our slow forever days. If the seasons come and go, like a drifting river flow, I'll still see you standing there, with wildflowers in your hair. Front porch evenings settling down, soft guitars in this quiet town, your voice humming low and sweet, keeping rhythm with my heartbeat.
Every sunset paints the sky with colors no one can deny, but none of them compare to wildflowers in your hair.
Autumn winds begin to rise, silver laughter in your eyes.
Time may wander far away, but love still finds a way to stay.
If the road grows long and wide, I'll still be right here by your side.
Every prayer and every prayer still holds wildflowers there.
Wildflowers in your hair tonight, dancing in the amber light. Every petal softly sways, like our slow forever days. If the seasons come and go, like a drifting river flow, I'll still see you standing there, with wildflowers in your hair.
Even when the winter snow covers fields we used to know,
spring will whisper through the air,
bringing flowers back to where
love was waiting everywhere, with wildflowers in your hair.
wildflowers in your hair tonight.
Dancing in the amber light,
Every petal softly sways,
it's like our slow forever days. If the seasons come and go, like a drifting river flow, I'll still see you standing there, with wildflowers in your hair. Wildflowers in your hair.
love still blooming everywhere. There's a yellow letter on my windowsill, folded soft and lying still. Ink has faded, words run thin, but I can still remember when I wrote your name 1,000 times between the lines in quiet rhymes, hoping somehow you might see what your leaving did to me. The train rolled out that autumn night, underneath the station light, your shadow fading down the track like a promise not coming back. I stood there in the falling rain, holding every ounce of pain, and the letter in my trembling hand said more than I could understand. It's a never sent. Now the town's grown old and slow, and the winter winds still blow through the fields where we once walked, sharing dreams and country talk. Sometimes when the evening falls and the old screen door still calls, I swear I hear your footsteps then, coming down that road again. Maybe love was meant to be just a quiet memory, like a song the radio plays from those long forgotten days. But every time the stars appear, I still hold that letter near and whisper words I never meant inside that letter never sent. It's a letter I never sent to you, full of words that once rang true. Every line a lonely prayer, wishing you were still right there. Time may pass and hearts may mend, but some goodbyes don't ever end. And every night my heart still spins, reading that letter never sent. If the wind could carry sound across the miles of empty ground, maybe somewhere you would hear the love I wrote but left right here. It's a letter I never sent to you, full of dreams we once held true. Though the years have slowly went, so has that letter never sent. Still lying on that windowsill, soft and quiet, folded still. There's an old white house by the county road where the wild roses used to grow. Paint's worn thin and the shutters sigh when the southern wind goes drifting by. I still walk there some evenings slow, where the golden summer sunsets glow, and every step feels soft and true, like the night I first fell in love with you. You were leaning on that wooden rail, telling stories soft and pale about a life beyond this town, where the trains roll by and the sun goes down. I laughed and said I'd never leave this quiet land of maple trees, but when you reached and held my hand, I felt a bigger world begin to stand. And that porch still holds our memory, like a song in gentle harmony. Every whisper in the evening breeze carries you back home to me. Though the years have wandered far away, through every night and every day, there's a love that time can't forgive, on the porch where love still lives. Now the town's grown quiet and slow, fields of wheat still softly glow. The same old church bell rings at noon, and the river hums its dusty tune. But sometimes in the twilight air, I swear I see you standing there, hat tipped low, that crooked smile, like you'd been waiting all the while. may turn and seasons change, but hearts remember what remains, like faded photos in a frame, still holding on to every name. And if someday the Lord decides it's time my wandering soul should ride, I know just where my heart will be, on that porch beside the maple tree. And that porch still holds our memory, like a song in gentle harmony. Every whisper in the evening breeze carries you back home to me. Though the years have wandered far away, through every night and every day, there's a love that time can't forgive, on the porch where love still lives. Sometimes the stars fall slow at night, over fields of silver light, and every prayer my heart once knew still sounds a little bit like you. Yes, that porch still holds our memory, like a song in gentle harmony. Every whisper in the evening breeze carries you back home to me. Though the years have wandered far away, through every night and every day, there's a love that time can't forgive, on the porch where love still lives. Where the roses used to grow, that old porch still feels like home.
There's a lantern on the back porch burning low tonight, just like it did when you would come around. Crickets singing through the Georgia pines, and that old screen door still makes the same sound. Your pickup used to roll down that gravel lane, headlights cutting through the cotton fields. Out here your boots before I saw your smile. Lord, that memory still feels real. There are lanterns on the back porch tonight, swinging slow in the southern wind. Every glow feels like your goodbye, in the place where our love had been. If you ever wander down this road again, past the barn and the rusted gate, you'll see the light I left for you, still shining through the night so late. Your jacket's hanging on the kitchen chair, smells like tobacco and summer rain. Mama says some things don't leave a house, even when they leave in pain. There's a picture frame turned upside down, but I know every line of your face. Some hearts never really let go, they just learn to live with empty space. There are lanterns on the back porch tonight, swinging slow in the southern wind. Every glow feels like your goodbye, and the place where our love had been. If you ever wandered down this road again, past the barn and the rusted gate, you'll see the light I left for you, still shining through the night so late. Oh. Maybe love's like a country road, long and quiet under fading sky. Sometimes it bends where you can't see, sometimes it breaks before goodbye. But every mile we rode together still echoes in my soul somehow. And if forever comes around again, I'd still choose you right now. There are lanterns on the back porch tonight, burning soft in the midnight air, and every flame whispers your name like you're almost standing there. If the road ever leads you home through the dark and the lonely miles, you'll see that porch light waiting still for the girl with the dusty smile. Yeah, the lantern's gonna keep on burning till the stars fall from the sky. Some loves never stop shining, even long after goodbye. The sun was sinking low behind the county line, red dirt glowing like a bottle of old red wine. Your name was written in the dust on my dashboard, from every mile we ever rode before. The radio was humming some old sad song, steel guitar crying softly all night long. I held the wheel, but my mind was on you. Some roads end, but memories roll through. There's dust on the old highway tonight, your shadow riding in the passenger light. Every mile feels like yesterday, when your laughter used to lead the way. Now the wind sings where your voice won't stay, through fields of gold and fences gray. But love like ours don't fade away, it just drifts like dust on the old highway. There's a diner where we used to stop for pie, coffee steaming while the trucks roll by. You trace hearts on the foggy window glass, saying some kind of love was built to last. I still hear your boots on that wooden floor, hear the bell ring on that diner door. Small town nights and a slow dance tune underneath that pale October moon. There's dust on the old highway tonight, your shadow riding in the passenger light. Every mile feels like yesterday, when your laughter used to lead the way. Now the wind sings where your voice won't stay, through fields of gold and fences gray. But love like ours don't fade away, it just drifts like dust on the old highway. Maybe somewhere past the county line, you found a road that runs more kind, where broken hearts don't lose their way and love don't slip like yesterday. But if the night gets cold where you roam and you miss the road that led you home, just follow that old midnight sky. You'll find me where the headlights lie. There's dust on the old highway tonight, your shadow riding in the passenger light. Every mile feels like yesterday, when your laughter used to lead the way. Now the wind sings where your voice won't stay, through fields of gold and fences gray. But love like ours don't fade away, it just drifts like dust on the old highway. So I'll keep driving slow through memory's lane, past rusted signs and summer rain. If love's a road that never dies, I'll meet you there where the horizon lies, with dust on the old highway tonight, and your ghost riding in the fading light. There's a gravel road outside this town where the tall grass leans when the sun goes down. An old oak tree by the riverside, that's where I met you that July.
You wore a dress the color of sky, barefoot dancing as the fireflies lit the fields like a quiet prayer, and I knew my heart was waiting there.
I remember that warm southern breeze carrying songs through the willow trees. You tipped your hat and softly smiled like you'd known me all the while.
The river hummed a gentle tune, silver moon in a velvet June, and somewhere in that golden glow my heart decided not to go.
Where the river meets the road tonight, underneath that pale moonlight, your hand in mine feels just like home. No matter where this life may roam, through every mile and changing sky, through every tear and lullaby. If love's a road we're walking slow, I'll stay with you wherever it goes.
Years roll by like an old freight train, sunshine days and a little rain, but every mile just proves it true. This world feels right when I'm with you.
Front porch swing in a mason jar, counting wishes on a falling star. Every dream I ever owned started where that river flowed.
Morning light through the cabin door, your boots resting on the wooden floor, coffee warm in both our hands like time decided it would stand.
If someday these roads grow long and our steps don't feel as strong, just hold my hand the way you do, and I'll still walk this life with you. Where the river meets the road tonight, underneath the pale moonlight, your hand in mine feels just like home. No matter where this life may roam, through every mile and changing sky, through every tear and lullaby. If love's a road we're walking slow, I'll stay with you wherever it goes.
If the wind should carry us far away,
Past the hills where the red leaves sway,
just remember where our story growing,
every sunset paints it gold,
like a promise we still hold.
where the river meets the road tonight,
Stars above and lantern lights, your heart and mine forever know this love's the only home I know.
through every mile and changing sky, through every tear and lullaby. If love's a road we're walking slow, I'll stay with you wherever it goes.
Where the river meets the road,
That's where our two hearts go.
there's a road that winds beyond the town, past the mill where the leaves fall down, dusty curves and broken lines under endless country skies. You drove away one autumn day with nothing much left to say, just a quiet wave and tired eyes and a heart full of goodbyes. I stood there by the old gate rail, watching headlights slowly pale till the night swallowed them whole like a story never told. The wind rolled through the cotton fields like a sorrow time conceals, and every mile it carried you carried half my heart. tearful eyes. Though the years keep drifting by and the seasons change their rhyme, there's a love that always stays on the road that took you away. Now the town sleeps early nights under pale porch light, and sometimes when the moon hangs low, I walk that road alone and slow. Every step brings back your laugh, echoing along the path, like the ghost of yesterday on the road you drove away. Maybe somewhere far from here you still think of those old years, of the fields and summer rain, and the girl who kept your name. If your wandering heart should stray back along that dusty way, you might find me standing still where that road runs past the hill. It was the road that took you away from me, rolling out endlessly through the hills and prairie skies, far beyond my tearful eyes. Though the years keep drifting by and the seasons change their rhyme, there's a love that always stays on the road that took you away. Some roads carry dreams away, some bring wandering hearts to stay, but the one that stole your hand still runs through this lonely land. Yes, the road that took you away from me still rolls out endlessly, but somewhere down that winding lane, love might find its way again. On that long old country road where my heart still waits for you.
I was raised on a gravel road with a sky that never seemed to end, fields of gold and a heart of hope, and a dream I couldn't name back then.
Evenings humming with whippoorwill cries, front porch lights flickering slow. I never knew what love could be till you walked up that old dirt road.
I remember that summer breeze carrying dust and a sweet refrain. You were leaning on a fence of dreams, like a cowboy waiting on the rain.
Your laugh rolled soft like thunder far across those Tennessee hills. Something in me said right away, this is where my restless heart stands still.
Where the river meets the sky, that's where you first held my hand. Underneath that painted twilight, we made our simple plans. No silver rings, no city lights, just the moon in your eyes, so bright. Where the river meets the sky, that's where our forever began. Years rolled by like an old freight train, through the highs and the hard goodbyes. We built a home in a patch of land, with love strong as oak trees rise.
There were nights the storm clouds came and the crops wouldn't grow on time, but every worry faded away when your fingers found mine.
There were babies crying at midnight and bills stacked high on the table, but you'd hold me close and whisper low, darling, we're more than able. Your steady heart, your calloused hands, always pulling me near. Through every doubt, through every tear, you were my answer to prayer. Where the river meets the sky, that's where you still hold my hand. Underneath that same old twilight, we're standing where we stand. No diamonds shining in the night, just your faithful love is my light. Where the river meets the sky, that's where our forever still stands.
If time could turn like seasons do, I'd choose you every spring.
Through autumn leaves and winter snow, you're still my everything.
When my hair turns silver gray and our steps grow slow and shy,
meet me where the river runs and fades into the sky.
where the river meets the sky, that's where love don't fade away. Through every rising morning sun, through every closing day.
No grand parade, no written lines, just your heart forever mine. Where the river meets the sky, we'll stay till the end of time.
Where the river meets the sky,
I'll be right there by your side.
where the river meets the sky,
Our love will never die.
There's a suitcase by the bedroom door and a silence hanging low. Your shadow on the faded wall is the only thing that knows. We said words we can't take back, like bottles thrown in the wind. Now the house we built together feels like it's closing in. Your coffee cup still on the stove, lipstick on the rim. Funny how the smallest things can cut you to the skin. I never meant to let love fade like a song we used to know, but sometimes pride grows louder than the truth we're scared to show. Play me one more song before I go. Let that steel guitar cry slow. Let the melody remind us of the love we used to know. If this really is goodbye, let it fall soft, not cold. Play me one more song before I go. We were young and full of fire, dancing barefoot in the yard, counting stars on summer nights, never thinking love was hard. But dreams don't always line up like we prayed they would, and sometimes two good hearts just don't fit like they should. I'll remember how you held me when the winter winds blew strong, and how your laughter filled this house like my favorite country song. There ain't no anger in my voice, just a tear I can't control, 'cause losing you ain't easy, even if it's time to go. Play me one more song before I go. Let it echo down this hall. Let every gentle harmony say we gave it all. If the morning finds me somewhere down the line we'll forgive the things we said. Maybe we'll look back on this and smile instead. But tonight the only comfort is this melody we know. So darling, turn that record on and let it spin slow. Play me one more song before I go. Let the last note linger long. Let it wrap around our memories like we still belong. If goodbye must come tonight, let it come gentle and low. Play me one more song before I go.
I found your letter by the county line, tucked inside my coat, and paper worn and edges torn from words you never spoke. You said the fields are turning gold and the dog still waits each day, and you still set a place for me, though I chose to walk away. The highway signs look different when I read your careful hand. Every line between the ink felt like shifting sand. You wrote, I hope you're finding whatever you were looking for. But I saw the space between those words was hurt you couldn't ignore. This letter from the county line cuts deeper than goodbye. Every word a reminder of the tears you didn't cry. If home's more than a memory, then I've been blinded and out of time, holding on to nothing with this letter from the county line. I remember how the wind would move across that open land, how your hair would catch the sun like it had its own command. We were young and sure of love, like it couldn't ever fade. But youth don't teach you how to keep the promises you made. I've been sleeping in cheap motels with ghosts I can't outrun, but your words keep knocking like a distant drum. You said if you ever find your way back down that gravel drive, you'll see a light still burning and a love that's still alive. This letter from the county line reads like mercy on a page, like a second chance at something I was foolish to trade. If forgiveness has a doorway and pride's the only crime, then I'm turning this old truck around with this letter from the county line. I ain't proud of all I've done or the miles I've let divide, but a man can still come home if he swallows up his pride. And if your heart's still open like those fields beneath the sky, then I'm driving through the sunset, not saying goodbye. This letter from the county line saved a soul tonight, turned a wanderer around toward a porch light inside. If love's still waiting patient where the red dirt meets the pine. Then I owe my whole tomorrow to that letter from the county line. Yeah, I owe my whole tomorrow to that letter from the county line.
There's a stretch of wire and cedar posts run along the Johnson field, leaning like they're tired of holding every secret they conceal. I walked that fence since I was 10, with dirt between my toes. Learned that life don't give you much, but it gives you what you sow. You used to meet me halfway down where the tall grass kissed the sky, jar full of those fireflies shining in your eyes. We talk about a house someday with a porch and painted white. Never thought how fragile dreams can be in the daylight. Just fence posts and fireflies underneath the southern sky. That's where I first held your hand and believed love wouldn't die. No silver spoons, no city lights, just your heart beating close to mine. All I ever really needed was fence posts and fireflies. The crops came thin that summer, and the bank came calling hard. I let my temper get the best of me, and it left a scar. You said a man ain't measured by the money in his jeans, but I was too busy fighting to hear what that love means. Now the fence is near to falling, and the paint's all peeling through, but I'd give every acre for one more night with you. I still see those tiny lights dancing in the dark, like pieces of forgiveness floating in my heart. Fence posts and fireflies, that's where my soul still goes. Back before the hurting, back before the cold. If I could trade these restless years for one sweet summertime, I'd be standing there beside you with fence posts and fireflies. A man can lose a fortune and a man can lose his pride, but losing love that's steady is a harder thing inside. And every night the sky still shines with sparks I can't deny. They whisper your name softly like fireflies. Fence posts and fireflies still glow in memory, like the best of who I was and who I hope to be. If heaven's just a back road where the stars don't say goodbye, I'll be waiting there to find you with fence posts and fireflies.
There's dust on these old boots again from a road I swore I'd leave. Gravel sings beneath my wheels like it don't believe in me. I chased a line on a highway sign toward some brighter town, but every mile just circled back to this patch of southern ground. Daddy said, son, the world's wide open, but your roots run deep as well. I was young and hard to listen, chasing dreams I couldn't tell. Now that old barn leans a little more, the fence posts start to sway, and the porch light mama leaves on still burns it in today. There's dust on these old boots and miles behind my name, but every road I wander led me back the same, to a woman waiting faithful with a heart that never moved. There's dust on these old boots, but they still walk back to you. I've seen neon nights in cities where the whiskey flows too free. Heard strangers call me brother who didn't know a thing about me. But nothing feels like home, like your hand inside of mine, or that screen door slamming softly on a quiet summer night. We've had our share of hard times, bills stacked high like rain, words we can't unsay still echo through the pain. But you never shut the gate on me or turn the porch light low. You just let me find my way down that long red dirt road. There's dust on these old boots from trying to outrun every restless part of me that thought love wasn't enough. But every step I ever took proved what I always knew. There's dust on these old boots, but they still walk back to you. I ain't no saint, I've stumbled more than I'd like to say, but you stood there like a pine tree when the storms rolled my way. If heaven's just a front porch with the sun sinking low, then I've already found it down this old back road. There's dust on these old boots and lines upon my face, but every scar just tells the truth about love and time and grace. If the good Lord gives me one more mile before my walk is through, there'll be dust on these old boots still coming home to you. Yeah, there's dust on these old boots, but they still walk back to you.
There's a neon light still flickering down at Murphy's on Main, where the same old songs keep playing like they're whispering your name. I sit in the corner booth we love with a coffee gone cold in my hand, and that jukebox hums our memory like it still don't understand. The waitress says you're doing fine, but she won't look in my eyes, 'cause she's seen 100 broken hearts trying hard not to cry. Your hat still hangs on the rack by the door like you just stepped outside. but the truth keeps settling in my chest. You ain't coming back this time. If the jukebox could cry, it'd be crying tonight. Every sad steel guitar would be wailing just right. Every quarter I drop keeps saying goodbye. If the jukebox could cry, it'd be crying like I remember summer Saturdays dancing close on this floor. You'd spin me round so carelessly, like I'd never need more. Your laughter rang like a back road bell clear across this town. Now the only thing that's spinning is this lonely sound. They say time can mend a heart if you just let it be, but time ain't ever held me like you held me close to sleep. I trace your name in the tabletop grain like a fool who can't let go, and that steel guitar keeps crying everything I don't show. If the jukebox could cry, it'd be crying tonight, with a heartbreak melody under soft yellow light. Every needle on vinyl knows the reason why. If the jukebox could cry, it'd be crying like maybe someday I'll walk away and leave these songs behind, but tonight they're all I've got to ease this aching mind. If love's just a faded photograph in a frame that won't stay straight, then let that old machine keep playing while I sit here and wait. If the jukebox could cry, it'd be crying for me, for the love that slipped away like a lost melody. Every chord, every line cuts me deep inside. If the jukebox could cry, it'd be crying